All right. Hi, my name's Chad. This is August Wildfire. I'm doing a recap of my advanced contact staff class. We started with some basic stretches, just kind of going up, making sure you align your back, head, all the way down, stretching up. When you stretch this way, don't lean forward. Keep it up straight so you can really stretch out this side. Stretch it up, come down, across. You can give it a second at each point, up and around. Doing your basic stretch down, roll it up, do that. Remember to roll your shoulders back, bring your shoulder blades back together to really stretch out the front. If you want to do a lot of wrist work, definitely stretch out your wrist as well. More always is helpful, but at least do that on your warm-ups. Talked about drills, and this is really to step up into that advanced category. A couple of things about drills: make sure you're doing them with very clear intent. If you're trying to do your angel rolls, make sure your arm is straight or just slightly back. It's really easy to get in the habit of cheating and throwing your arm way back, which changes the plane of your drill. So if I'm doing here, I want my arm to be very straight, so the staff is still straight. Don't want to throw your hand back. Same thing works for steves. A lot of people throw their arm way back on the steve to kind of cheat and get into it. You should be able to do it without doing that. You should be able to go directly into your steves. This right here is fine, except for the more you can do exactly what you want to do with intent, the more you can do other things while you're practicing or while you're actually performing. So drill it with very specific things in mind. Other drills go with the hand movements. So I'm going to do a traditional steve, I'm going to prayer steve, no hand steve, steve just an elbow, so here, out, those kind of things, doing the combos together. Do it, pick your combo, usually about 5 at most, and do it 5 to 10 times in a row each direction. So you can really get the go in between. That not only gets your moves really good, it gets your recoveries really good. Because by the 6th or 7th one, you're going to be off, and you'll learn how to recover and get back into it and be right back on, because you're about to go into a whole different move. Really helps you get into that advanced category a lot and be very fluid and smooth while you're spinning. Other things to work on is talking to somebody while you're drilling. So I'm looking at you, I'm doing an angel roll. That is not easy, because actually, surprisingly, contact staff is very visual. You do look at where the center point is. At nighttime, you don't get to see that. Or when you're turning or dancing, you don't get to see that. So practice not looking at your staff while you're doing stuff. Other drills was turning, footwork. If you're really going to get your movement down, you do have to drill footwork just like you drill your moves. So if I'm going to do a couple of steve drills, so if I'm here, I'm going to drill stepping with the steve. I'll wait till it's on this shoulder, step, drill. Doing that 10 times in a row. Remember also your footwork, you don't always have to step forward with a turn as your first step. It's also possible to step backwards, which opens up a lot of stuff. This is a backwards step. Forwards, step, and out. Practice your footwork, practice in your drills. It's going to make a really big difference. So, we did footwork, we did steve combos, steve turn combos I just showed you. We showed a lot of the making sure your halos, when you practice, are really dead on. Most importantly, the out direction. You want it right in the crease of your neck and your shoulder. That's so important. But when you start to get in your Christ rolls, if it's right in that spot, it's much easier to do the roll. And a lot of people don't realize, I talked about that back step turn. A Christ roll is a lot easier when you step backwards, backwards, around, and out. That was a sloppy one, but it is. So practice, if you're really struggling with your Christ rolls, make sure it's right inside your outside, is right inside your neck, and your back step. Try back stepping to get to that. First is the back. The second step is a 2-step move, is forward, and that's what makes it a circle. All right, so that's your steves. Your Holy Trinity is, same kind of thing. Practice it. Practice it more so you can do the class recap. Oh my God, it's terrible. Oh, that's right. So on the Holy Trinity, it's easier to actually forward step because the staff's already moving in one direction. So here, in, out, and back. One more time. There we go. Finally. So yeah, stepping with the staff in your Holy Trinity really helps because it's already got a movement across. If you try to back step that, it's really hard because the staff doesn't want to change directions. So remember that. Your fishtails, so we worked on fishtails with rotors. So there's your rotor. Make sure you get this. You also want to do it in forward direction. So forward rotor, that was pretty ugly. Rotor. And the reason you want to do that is when you start using that as a combo move. If I went to fishtail into angel, it's a rotor up into angel. So think about that rotor. Now you can also do the front side, If you're in forward fishtail, step into it, and you got a really nice into angel with a forward fishtail in front of your body. Forward fishtail behind your body probably can be done. I just don't do it. Haven't played with it yet. But just like the reverse fishtail, the better beat is behind you to go into fishtail, right there, into angel. The forward fishtail, it's in front of you to go into angel. So there. Other thing, fishtail angel, fishtail to prayer, same thing. A rotor is the secret to getting into your prayer move. Not dropping your staff because you're looking at the camera. In and out. It's that rotor that gets it up and does the extra beat that gets on top of the hands for prayer. We worked on tossing the angel. Actually, we did not go over this, but the tossing the angel is up into angel. The real secret is getting to where your toss is. See, that wasn't quite it. Up there it kind of is. Getting that toss where it's just at the right point and sliding your hand in behind it just at the right point. Practice the toss even without sliding into it until you can get that 360 just right, so you'll be sliding into the right time. That's really key to that. Pendulums, whenever a very fun dance move was just starting with here, then starting with giving it, but make sure you can turn with it. So you're here, I'm turning, I'm kind of going the other direction, both directions. Then learning to pop it up. So you can, just before it gets all the way out, what you're doing is popping your hand down. So boom, boom. It's really fun. Doing the 90-degree pop, so I come up to pop, then I throw it out, is a really fun little thing that you can throw to the other hand. Boom, in. Footwork was off on that, and that's why that was kind of sloppy. Drill the footwork. But also, when you start to get into these tosses, you can get into tossing into, let's say you can toss into fishtail. So if I'm here, toss, fishtail, it's a lot of fun. But the really challenging one is the toss into angel. So if your pendulum, bring it in front. You can do it behind. Toss into angel. It's a really nice one. We played around with, and also just to so you show it, we played around with this step through. In, step through, follow it with the foot. Bring this in underneath, around, toss. In fast motion, it looks a lot like this. In, over, toss. That toss could have been up into angel, could have been into a couple other things. Love that move, it's a lot of fun. Russian conveyor. So this, instead of going under the arm into your conveyor, we're going to go over the arm and out. Has a really nice kind of a captive hand look to it right there. If you think about the hand that slides under for your wrist wraps normally, instead of sliding my hand under, I'm going to slide the elbow under. Elbow goes under, over and out. It's kind of the secret of getting into that move. Two-beat angel. This two-beat angel. Angel dropout, right. So choke down a little bit than you normally would for an angel. Bring it around. You're going to notice the center point's lower down on your arm, dropping it under the arm. Boop, boop, up and out. So one more time, regular motion. Here, up, in, up, down, up, out, and fun. Two-beat angel. The cheating way to do this is do it much like you would do conveyor into Halo. So that's a catch, out and out. So I did kind of a carry with a 2-point catch. The harder way is here. Okay. The center point should rotate about there. So it's a little farther down from elbow. So if I can get it, there it went. Like that. It doesn't have the carry lock. That wasn't very smooth, but I hope you get the idea. We worked on elbow catches. So starting with just Steve elbow catches, it's just a really nice transition move. So here, I can bounce the other way, go into Steve. Pretty sad. And up, in, up, catch, in. It's a nice drill to do with your Steves. Up, catch, back, punch. So one of the things about your elbow catch is don't try throwing the elbow up. What happens is you lift your shoulder too much, it doesn't work. Punch your hand out. If you punch your hand out, you'll get a nice lift on the staff. Don't think about the elbow lifting, think about the hand shooting out. Works a lot better. In front of neck locks, this particular transition point, people ask me a lot about what's some new ways to go from horizontal to vertical. This is a really nice lock for going between horizontal and vertical. So if you're up here, it's a really nice way you can lock between the two. That's just going from forward fishtail. So if I'm forward fishtailing, I'll bring it up, lock, Then I can switch to this kind of guy, lock and down. Nice little transition point close to the neck, so it gives you some really nice movement if you want to turn with it or something like that. And last but not least, the ultimate showstopper move. So if you're going, there is this move I've now come up with called broken pencil. Everybody's doing it, all the cool kids anyway. Michael, Caden, MCP, it's for you. Broken pencil, forward fishtail, up and forward fishtail. Broken pencil, holy shit. All right, there's all the showstopper moves you can handle. Have fun, hope that helps. Email me at chad@dark-monk.com if you've got any questions, be happy to help you. Thanks.